Yeah, there's going to be a lot of moving parts with Alphabet's numbers today, and it really is going to depend on what type of investor you are. Clearly, we're going to see momentum money peel out of the stock early and aggressive, and it's likely going to be more than a one-day pain trade. Typically, when you see a blow up like this, especially in a big bellwether like Alphabet, that's overbought in the near term. RSI was above 80 coming into the print as well, up 24% year to date. There's going to be some pain in the coming days. If I'm a retail investor, I'm not touching the stock. I think there's better large cap growth plays, especially within technology, where you can generate better alpha, whether that's Salesforce.com, Microsoft. We've just seen great numbers from all the other FANG members as well. So I think it's going to go into the penalty box for a wide group of investors. And now the wild card is going to be, what do the large mutual funds and institutional holders do of Google? Do I think probably we'll see net exposure decreased? Most likely, but you're not going to see people run for the exits completely. And I think the thing that Alphabet has going for it longer term, there's clearly a lot of red flags that popped up last night. But there's a lot of incremental surprises that could kind of start to materialize in the coming quarters, if not years, and that's going to come from Waymo, Stadia, their recently announced cloud-based gaming, and as well as their cloud strategy under a new head that was announced in November.
All right, so Joel, let's talk about you mentioned a slew of businesses. We know that Alphabet has got its fingers in a lot of areas in the marketplace and technology and elsewhere. Is Google/Alphabet the tech bellwether to watch? Are there other tech bellwethers out there, even though I know that Google is communication services or technology? It's a blend of both of them these days.
I mean, you could actually argue Google's right now, Alphabet Google's kind of a little bit too spread out. Like I said, they have they're in so many different, they have so many different businesses going at the same time. Clearly, I think last night's kind of the most negative kind of red flag we've had on YouTube, which has been kind of their crown jewel in their media portfolio. So I think there's going to be some challenges. And like I said, given increasing competition on the online ad front coming from Amazon, I think they obviously have to right the ship right the ship on the advertising front first. But they're going to need some big growth coming from some of these other bets that they've been making. And I think investor patience is going to run a little bit thin. Like I said, they probably have 3 or 4 more quarters to kind of demonstrate that these other bets are going to finally pay off big. And I guess time will tell. But like I said, I think it really depends on what type of investor you are and what your pain threshold or time threshold is to hold on to Alphabet.
All right, some of its peers and competitors are facing regulatory pressure, as is a badge of honor for mega cap technology and communication services companies. How much of the regulatory issue is going to be an overhang for a company like Alphabet?
Yeah, you know what? It feels like with kind of Alphabet and Facebook, if the regulatory overhang has been here forever, at least 3+ years, and it's probably going to remain a part of the story, and it's just kind of a reality. And I think investors, if a company's making a ton of money and they still manage to beat expectations, they're fine with whatever sort of fines are imposed. But you get a scenario like last night, a pretty big top line miss, coupled with the 1.7 billion fine from the EU, which we did know about a month ago. I mean, people have investors have problems with that. If you can't live up to the expectations, then it's not so much. It's just a cost of doing business. It becomes a little bit of a bigger issue. But it feels like the regulatory pressure is not going to go away anytime soon. I mean, Google's such a dominant player, not just in search, in mobile. It just seems like this could just be a swirling kind of headache for the foreseeable future.